there's nothing clean about an offshore wind turbine.
Right.
The blades are more than 100 meters long. We're watching the Olympics at the moment.
Yep.
You see those people running the 100 meters in about 9 seconds.
Yep.
The blades are longer than that. The new blades are significantly longer than that, 126 meter blades.
Right.
So you can imagine the kids at school doing running races past those blades, right? They are massive. They are highly engineered devices. They're not just a bunch of fiberglass stuck together. You have to have sensors right to the tip of that blade so you can work out what the wind speed is at the tip. Because at the top of that blade, 108 meter blade, and the bottom blade, when the one's at the top and the other's at an angle at the bottom, the difference in wind speed can be 40%. So the top blade has got a really big wind at the top, but the one as it goes round, the wind is changing all the time. The wind across that blade changes. So you have to instrument those blades to monitor everything that is happening. Then all of that is onto literally an axle, which is less than the thickness of my arm,
right?
Which goes into the turbine hall, which is the thing up at the top of that thing. And so all of that massive power has to be converted into rotational power. And then it has to make electricity at the top of that thing. Then you send it down a wire into a high voltage underwater cable.
Right.
Which we don't know what that does to fish. We know that there are many types of fish and undersea creatures like dolphins and so on that are sensitive to electrical currents.
Yep.
So we then have a high voltage DC feed through to the land, where we take it off and then we put it through a digital inverter, as I've explained.
Yep.
And then you're making the electrons. But they're only pitching up 40% of the time. So then you have to spread out different wind farms in different places. On the day they looked out from Wollongong, there was no plan for a wind turbine farm out at Wollongong. It's really interesting. The AEMO plan starts them in Victoria because the further south you go, the better the wind gets.
Yeah, right, okay.
And so when the minister looked out from Wollongong, maybe he didn't know, but there was no chance of getting a cost-effective wind turbine project built out there. So they tend to be going around the corner of Victoria towards South Australia, and then they're in South Australia and Victoria. And they're in those pristine areas where, so much happens that relates to the quality of the ocean in that domain. Fortunately, they're not planning any up on the Barrier Reef, but they will be building a lot of wind turbines along the ridges of Queensland.
Yeah.
138 kilometers along pristine forest ridges. This is just shockingly bad. It's actually upsetting what they're doing.